Hey everyone, how's it going? August 6th, you know what that means. Opening day of spiny lobster season down here in South Florida.
That's right.
So, trying to get out there on the reef this morning. Gonna head out there, two of us with two of our other buddies. Gonna see if we can get our 4-man limit, 24 lobsters. And if we get them early enough, then we're gonna head out and try and do some deep dropping, see if we can get into a couple Rosies, bring home for the dinner table.
That's right. Should be a beautiful day. Come on and join us. We are back on the bottom, and I'm going to show you one of our favorite ways to catch lobsters, and that is with the snare. So I'm going to put this right behind him and open up that loop and walk him out towards me so he can't shoot back into that hole. And I'm trying to do this really gently so he doesn't shoot away. Work it as far up his tail as possible and cinch it tight. Now that I've got him secured, I'm going to go ahead and give him a measure to make sure that he's legal. And these have to be 3 inches long, and that's starting between the horns and down to the back of the carapace. If the gauge falls past his carapace onto the tail, that means he's too small. Luckily, this guy's good, so we're gonna get him in the bag. I'm gonna swim it over to my buddy Jason. And you can see he's actually got a really nice lobster in his net. And he's using the tickle, stick, and net method, which is also a really good way to catch lobsters. I just prefer the snare. So his looks good, he's sliding in the bag, and I'm coming in right behind him. So on this next lobster, I'm trying to get behind him again, but he is not having it, and he shoots way back into this hole. So now I've got to assess the situation because a lot of these rocks have many different openings and he could be anywhere. So I take my flashlight, see if I can get eyes on it, and he's nowhere to be found. So I'm going to swim over to this other side of the rock where I see that there's a couple openings, stick my flashlight in again, and you can just see his legs there, so I know he's on this side. It looks like he's got another possible exit over here on the left. So I stick my hand in, trap him, get my hands on him, pressed up against the side of the rock, and pull him out. And we've got him. On this particular day, the lobsters are really skittish, probably because they were getting harassed all mini season just a couple days ago. On this lobster, trying to walk him out gently. Again, just barely get my snare around his tail, but poof, he shoots off. Luckily not too far, and he gives me a second chance. However, you can't capitalize on every lobster, and that was certainly the case today. So we've got 2 up in this rock, and I'm gonna try to slide the snare around him while he's up in there because I know he's really skittish. I pull it tight, and boom, he flies right at me. This is gonna go down as the day that the lobsters decided to retaliate. I'm gonna slow this down for you guys so you can enjoy him smacking me in the chest. So I come up on this next one, chilling outside of his hole. He decides to slide in, but old Steve decides to slide in too. So I see he really doesn't have anywhere to go, so I stick my hand in there and try to grab him. But old Slick Rick here's got other plans, and he shoots off. But he doesn't know Steve's got a mean 1-2 punch, and I grab him midair. But I quickly realized that he was a she and had eggs, so I had to let her go. If you're diving for lobsters, you have to have a flashlight with you. There's really no other way around it. You can see these things get so deep up into holes like this one here, and you've got to have a flashlight on them so you can formulate your plan of attack. If you can't see him, you really have no chance at catching him. My buddy Jason's got a fish in his net. I'm not quite sure what's going on there because we're lobstering. But you can see this one shoots off and I come in for backup, and he shoots away from me. And he's really squirmish, and at this point, just taking us on a wild goose chase. So he settles back into this rock, and I think it's best to just put the snare away and barehand him. So you can see I stick my hand in, and I am just trying to slowly walk my hand up his antenna and get a really good grasp on his knuckle. If you just pull at the antenna, it'll break off on you. But I've got a good grip on him, pull it out, he's a pretty meaty one, and he'll go in the bag. So I don't usually do this because I hate messing with the reef, but I end up flipping this rock over to get a better angle at the lobster. I was really hot and bothered this day, kind of like the starfish squirming away because I flipped his house upside down. This lobster ends up coming to check me out, and I use that as an opportunity to get a good angle on him, open up the snare, slide it around his tail, and cinch it tight. So I'm gonna pull him towards me, get a good grip on him. And this guy was actually super soft because he had just molted, so I was having a lot of trouble getting the snare off. I finagle with it a little bit, loosen it up again, and get it off of him. So now I'm gonna throw a quick measure on him, make sure he's good, You can see he's a little bit smaller, but he is just legal. So he's good to go. I'm gonna swim him over to the bag. You can see we've got a pretty healthy amount of lobsters in there at this point, almost at our limit. My buddy Jason's running out of air in his tank. He's starting to float up. He unclips the bag from his belt and throws me the layup. So I'm gonna try to do the same thing, slide this lobster out the front, but he is super squirmish. As soon as I touch him, he shoots back into the hole. He actually ends up coming out the other end, and he's chilling there with his buddy. At this point, I am absolutely over it, so I'm gonna bare hand him. I stick my hand in from the front and the back to make sure he can't get out. And same procedure, walk my hand up his antenna and get a good grasp on his knuckle and pull him out. That's another good one in the bag. So there's a lot of commotion going on here. I just pulled his buddy out of a rock. Dust is all stirred up, and he is pissed. So I'm gonna try to take him for a little bit of a walk here, move him to the left, see if I can get him to give me a good angle on his tail. But I've quickly realized that crack is a little bit too narrow for him, and he's starting to go back in there. So reverse course, I'm gonna try to walk him to the right. He is absolutely locking his legs in. He does not want to move. So I give him a little nudge of encouragement, and he finally comes out of the rock. Not giving me the best angle right away. You can see Jason's there for backup with the net, but slowly work my way around him, gently put the snare around his tail, cinch it tight. And that is lobster number 24. We are ready to head back up. Now that we've got our limit, we're gonna start our ascent, and no need to do a safety stop here because we're only in 20 feet of water. We're just gonna slow roll it up. You can see I've got about 500 pounds of air left, so just in time. And we've got our bag full of lobsters, and everybody's happy. We're gonna go ahead and get these things in the live well, and then punch it offshore, deep drop for some Rosies. We will see you guys up on the boat. Yeah, I'm good. All right, yep. What do we got down there?
Some squid. Try and catch some Rosies.
We got our lobsters too quick. We got too much time on our hands.
Yeah, every now and then you get lucky.
Yeah, we have a 3-month permit, but it better be bad. It'll expire next month. Okay,
We got a couple. Maybe? No, just one. Might just be one, yeah, all the weight. Wow, added weight. Wow, one little baby?
That thing is huge.
Jeez.
What's the bottom hook look like? Is that squid still on it?
Still there.
We're tight.
Wow. You want to do the honors?
Oh, yeah.
Good? Hey, are you good? I'm good. All right.
There you go.
I even added one for you, Jay.
Slammed him.
All right, go back to that spot.
Okay.
There it is.
Really
Delicious. That's some good fish right there.
Damn, almost a full stringer.
You want to go up?
Lip them like a bass.
Really? Yeah. they got little teeth. They ain't got no teeth.
The bass got little teeth too.
8-foot shark. There he is, there he is. You see him? He's right here.
Oh yeah, he is. Holy crap.
Dude, this is nuts. Look at that thing. Dude, he's waiting.
He is.
That is crazy. Until he's gonna dive down here in a minute. There he is. There he is. Oh, he's coming in hot.
He's coming in hot.
Drop him up, Dave. Drop him up.
Not exactly the most conservative way to do it, but when you got a bunch, it's quick and easy.
But boys, that's some nice meat.
Boy, is my back broke.
See that belly?
That black belly, baby. What do we got going on tonight?
We've got blackened Rosies, blackened lobster tails with our famous, oh, can't tell you, it's a secret. What you got whipping up here?
Whipping up the cocktails. You know it wouldn't be a seafood feast without a margarita. So we're doing some fresh squeezed limes. Maybe we'll add a little bit, oop, there we go. Add a little bit to the lobster and the fish, why not? And now oranges, I don't think that they're gonna fit too well in there, so we're just gonna hand squeeze it and get the counter filthy. Oh yeah, that's a secret to a really good margarita. Some fresh oranges that don't fit in the squeezer. Got our citrus juice. Time to add some sweetener. Some agave, just a healthy little squirt in there. Maybe one more pump. There we go. Give it the quick 1-2 here. Going with the 1800 cocoa nut tonight to get a little cocoa loco. So Steven's gonna be purple, so that's what color this is gonna make him turn. So I'm gonna go about a 50, and then not enough over here. Gonna have to break out the reserves.
What are you trying to do to me, man? Look at that.
Out the reserves. Get some plain humidor. Yours is gonna taste better. It's about even, right? Okay. Straight into the mixer. Oh yeah, look at that. Those are some high quality margaritas. Homemade. So some people say I'm a connoisseur of margaritas. We do a little ranking system. We'll see where this one falls. Two sips. Everybody knows the rules. Man, pretty good. We're gonna go 7-8 on the homemade margarita.
Wow.
And that's a wrap. First step to grilling. Always give her a quick scrub. No man likes a dirty scrub. Or do they? We like to split them and go meat down first. That way, once we're halfway, we flip it over, give it a little butter bath, and some garlic on top. Finish it off that way.
Let's give these puppies a flip. Oh, yeah.
Grill's gonna go up in flames here in a minute. Adding some butter. We got about, I don't know, a minute left on these guys, if that, so just let that sit in there. It's gonna be real nice. Close that back for about another minute, come down to lower heat. We'll be back for the final product. Into the butter bath we go. Black and Rosie. We got half of the catch already done. Other half going in. Right there on a medium-high heat. We're on 4 out of 10.
That's about my lit level right now from this margarita.
Making some bowls here. We got the rice in there. We got black beans in there. Going with some nice Rosie meat, blackened. We'll throw 3 on there for Steven. Dilly wants some. We got some lobster over here. Gonna go with a nice handful. Right there, there we go.
Rosie wants some too.
Gosh, beggars. All right, some onions on top.
Damn.
There we go, a couple tomatoes. Boom. And then some avocado to top her off. And then I'm gonna add some hot sauce to mine, but I don't know if Steven's a big hot sauce guy. There we go, finished product.
Here we go. I'm gonna get a bite of Rosie, a bite of lobster, and whatever else I can cook up in there. There we go. Mmm. That's an A1 bowl right there. Chipotle's got nothing on this. Let me tell you what. 10 out of 10.
Trusty Cholula. As you guys can tell with margs and hot sauce, I love Mexican food. And everything Mexican. Unlike Steven, I'm gonna give her a good mix up here. Mold all those flavors together, and then whatever I get in this first bite, which is everything. Oh yeah. You nailed it. Chipotle has nothing on this.
Does Chipotle even
Really
do
good.
seafood? I don't think so. But
No. I ain't giving it no 10 out of 10 though. 9.8 out of 10. 10 out of 10 is a rookie score.
Oh, boy.
Learn how to score, Steve. Now that we're done with the bowls and all filled up, Steve said, time for round 2. What do you think? That about good?
yeah, that's good. But you can leave the lime juice on this one.
So we're just starting out here, but we got a lot more to come y'all's way. If you like what you see, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll be pumping out more videos as the time permits.